Founded by the Police Department, Family Court, and Junior League, Halikipa, known as the House of Friendliness, was initially formed to provide a safe haven for domestically abused and runaway girls. Recognizing gaps among the limited services available to at-risk youth, Halikipa later expanded its services to include outreach, independent living skills, therapeutic counseling, foster care, and prevention programs. Since opening in 1970, we have served more than 43,000 youth who may have otherwise gone without help. Halikipa creates environments that help young people achieve their full potential. Youth can safely confront issues that have been barriers to their success and develop skills that will allow them to move beyond living in poverty. Our primary focus has been on the human service side. We help youth achieve emotional emancipation from those barriers, whether this may be trauma, substance abuse, family violence, crime, or poverty that prevent young people from growing into successful adults. Long-standing relationships, credibility in the islands, community partnerships, cultural connections, and experience working with the most challenging youth set us apart from other youth service agencies in Hawaii. Daily interactions with our youth are guided through highly individualized service plans that provide maximum flexibility. One of our programs, named Ka'ilike, meaning lead together, demonstrates our unique approach. Instead of telling youth how to succeed, we walk alongside them to teach healthy alternatives, practice life skills, and promote positive changes. We tailor services around individual needs, as a one-size-fits-all approach would not work. We are committed to helping the youth most agencies have given up on. The agency believes in ongoing professional development with weekly supervisions, monthly group meetings, quarterly agency gatherings, and training opportunities throughout the year. Since so many of the young people and families we serve are trauma victims, either directly or vicariously, our team is trained in a trauma-informed care approach. Halikipa practices a strength-based and person-centered approach. We see the potential of all of those we serve, and we respect cultural backgrounds. Most importantly, we recognize our youth are neither their histories nor their behaviors, and they are, in fact, bundles of potential. Halikipa tracks success by co-developing service plans and documenting the youth's achievements. Programs track youth's school advancement, graduation, staying arrest-free, pregnancy prevention, home placement, employment, developing support systems, connecting with community resources, and participating in positive alternative activities. We follow the youth up to 6 months after discharge and receive updates on their personal situations. A successful graduate from Halikipa is an individual who is in school or employed and able to support themselves and, if desired, a family. One of our key end goals is to give people the opportunity to live in safe neighborhoods where their children can attend quality schools and thrive. Halikipa has its roots in emergency shelter, but has grown significantly to include prevention programs, street outreach, therapeutic family counseling, cognitive restructuring groups, transitional family homes, and educational support. With programs on most islands of Hawaii, we are committed to serving youth and families in all communities. Our community members acknowledge Halikipa's unique ability to engage and gain the trust of even the most skeptical, suspicious, and traumatized young person. Developing deep relationships, our youth gain self-confidence through realizing their worth. This is the hallmark of who we are and why we have been successful. There are many undocumented accomplishments of discharged youth who proudly announce their employment, improved lifestyle, or schooling. For example, we have seen a kid incarcerated for a hate crime change his perspective due to a relationship formed with a Halekipa counselor of the same race and background of the victim. Following the state of Hawaii's budget cuts, Halekipa's funds have shrunk from $11.7 million to about $7 million with scalable infrastructure. After several years of cutting expenses, there is nothing left to cut at Halekipa. We need additional resources in order to expand programs, many of which have waitlists, and reinvest in the organization. With additional resources, Halekipa would expand programs that have waitlists, and more importantly, we would reinvest in the organization. The agency has focused on educational, vocational services by offering a summer series of classroom and hands-on learning experiences for youth seeking more than academic support. For our youth who experience academic difficulties and drop out of school, we are researching the possibility of starting an experiential-based alternative learning center. We are also planning a doggy daycare business that would generate unrestricted revenue for the organization, as well as provide animal-assisted therapy and job skills training to our youth. In both the educational, vocational, and human service arenas, we are aware additional outreach services would greatly reduce the number of youth who experience residential placement, whether it is in foster care, a group home, a treatment facility, or incarceration. If there were wraparound services available for all of these youth populations, we could significantly cut costs while also meeting young people's needs. We also need more substance abuse programming. Residential placement should be our youth's last option. Whenever possible, youth should be in the community and, in an ideal world, at home.